Is this the best Captain America figure? Some people are saying it is. Some people are saying it's not. We're going to go over everything, even some comparisons in this video. Now, this is the Diamond Select Captain America that they just released. Really anticipated by a lot of people. It wasn't really on my radar, but Diamond Select asked if I wanted to take a look at it, and I did. Why not? I love doing comparisons. Thank you to Diamond Select for sending this over, by the way. Someone asked me to review it. I meant to review it when I reviewed Dynamo. I just didn't feel like getting the accessories together. But let's punch in and take a look at the details. You can get a few different looks with this figure. You can get the classic look, unmasked look, and this look right here with like the shadow on the face is the look I go with. It is a nice figure. There are some weird decisions with articulation and just aesthetic that I'll get into in those parts of the video. But overall, though, it's not bad. Double jointed knees and elbows, which is always a plus. The head sculpt is really nicely sculpted. It looks like Captain America. He looks angry. Not angry, but he looks like sultry, like he's just about to go into battle. Coming to the chest, you do see I do have a misprint on the logo. There's a little bit of scale detail on the chest. Just the slightest little hit at it. They didn't go overboard. I would have liked more scales on it. I typically like my Captain America to have that scale look. He does also come with a couple things to make his look change. We'll go over that too in accessories. For accessories, you get 2 shields. You get a round one, nicely sculpted. The paintwork is pretty good on there. And you get this triangle one, the more classic look. These shields have a pretty interesting design where the straps come off and this can port into the harness. So instead of the figure having a peg in his back, a hole in his back, you can store the shield like that. The only thing is now you have this extra piece. So if, say you put this on your shelf, you just don't want to lose this. That's the only like downside to it. And that does happen with both shields. So you can peg and port both shields onto the harness, and we'll put this on the figure. The harness slides on the figure like so. Buckles up, straps down. So buckles up, straps down. It slides on the figure, and they designed it. You can see that design in there. It's like triangle to fit right down his back. So it fits on him pretty nice. This is how I display my cap, usually holding the shield, but there it is on the figure too. It's a really good look. It's a nice touch they added. I like that they added that. Also comes with a belt. Nice looking belt with a bunch of pouches. It pegs in the back like so. It's a pretty nice fit too. I haven't had any issues with this popping off or coming off. He also comes with a more classic head. So this head would match this shield. And he has like a different look, like a smirking look on him. And also he comes with an unmasked head. So you can get Steve Rogers in all of his glory. I don't have the cowl. It has a down cowl piece. I don't know where it is, but that's included too. So pop on the figure really easily sometimes. Sometimes this blue neck doesn't like to come out. But these pop on the figure like that. They pop on like that. And there you go. You have unmasked Captain America. And then here's the second head with the classic cap look. I don't know if classic cap had straps like this, but like I said, you can port either shield on the back and you can get that look. You can have your cap look however you want them to look. For me personally, I like the full mask look, so that's how this is generally how mine is displayed. And I like that you can switch up the look. He also comes with a few assortments of hands. Fisted hands come on them in the package. There is a pointing hand because, you know, Steve likes to point and tell people what to do. So you can get that. Expressive head. You get that. Your grippy hand on both sides so he can hold the shield on either hand. He can also hold a gun if you can find one to fit in his hand. Last but not least, he comes with some karate chop hands or saluting hands. 9 times out of 10, it'll be a salute hand to the brow. It comes with a lot of accessories. You can really get this figure looking however you want your cap to look. If you want him to salute, if you want him to be punching Hitler, you can do all of that. For articulation, he does have a double ball peg situation with the neck. You can see there, double ball peg, and there's also a ball peg at the bottom. You already saw when I took the head off. So he can get very expressive. which is one of my favorite things about action figures. It's the expressiveness between the body and the head. I like that so much. It looks so much better than just a turn, just a basic swivel and an up and down. But he will go that far up and that far down. Really good range. He'll go that far to the side, that far to the side. A lot of that is coming from the bottom of the neck. I know you see the bottom of the neck moving a lot when I move this figure. For the shoulders, it'll go up that far, down that far, 360. You do get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. In that far, it'll run into itself. For the wrist, you get a swivel and a hinge. There's none of these have the up and down hinge. They all just have the basic hinge. Torso, you get a swivel at the top. It was also a ball joint, so it'll go that far forward, that far back. Also get a lower swivel right above the belt. Lower swivel there, which will go all the way around if that's what you need. This porthole in the back is for a stand if you have one. The hips go up that far, back that far, out that far. You can see they're kind of loose. Diamond Select put a really weird piece of engineering in here. So instead of these being ball sockets, it's like a hinge. And they just get really loose. So once you pose it, once you move it, they're going to be extremely loose. I would have preferred them do a ball socket. It just makes more sense, and they've done it before. I'm not really sure why they went this route with this figure. But you get a little bit of thigh swivel in there. It's like a McFarlane. So if you own a McFarlane figure, mess with one. Same type of articulation. Double jointed knees will get that far. It will run into itself, so it won't kick his own ass. You do get a boost swivel too. I kind of wish they would implement the ankle cut. It just looks better to me, and it doesn't break the sculpt as much. Ankles go down that far, up that far, and you do get ankle pivot. If you haven't noticed in the video already, the figure's huge. Here he is next to 80 Years Cap, and he's like almost a foot taller than him. He's definitely like 2 heads taller than this guy. Here he is next to Ultimate Captain America, and the same deal. He's actually taller than him too. So it really just depends. If you have a Marvel Select collection going on, this guy's going to fit perfectly in there. My final thoughts on this figure is I do like what's here. I do wish some stuff was better, i.e. the hips. The hips and the torso being slim like that kind of throws it off a little bit. Also the height. Some people complain that these thighs are really long. That doesn't bother me because if you collect Mafex, they do the same thing. I just wish some engineering was a little bit better. The hips being the main point, and butterfly joints would have been nice, but I'm not like upset they're not here. That's not even something that Diamond has done before. So this figure is nice. I think you should get it just to see how it is. Even though he's huge, he can fit in a lot of different places in the collection, and I'm pretty sure if you take toy photography, you can fudge the scales anyway. That's my thoughts on this Captain America. Is it the best? I don't think so. I think I've already said it, but I think that one is the best. Personally, I know a lot of people like the 20th version. This one's my favorite. This one's a second, and then I'd say this guy would be third. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.